Hello and welcome to American Pinball Tech Tips. I'm Dave Brennan, the Tech Service Manager for American Pinball. Today we're going to be going over service menus for our games. To get into the service menu, open the coin door and you'll see 4 buttons that will help you navigate through the menu system. Just like it says on the screen, you hit the black button to enter in and select things throughout the menu. Use the red buttons to move up, down, left, right within the screens, and then the green button to exit or back out of a screen. So we'll go to the first menu. This is the home screen. You'll see icons that show you tests, settings, statistics, and utilities. Inside the test menu, you'll see switches, coils, LEDs, sound, and display. So first we'll go into switches. When you enter in here, it shows you a grid of all the switches throughout the game. And to use this, if you have the playfield glass off, when you touch any of the switches, it's going to highlight in bright green what the last switch that was touched. And it's going to show the last switch on the right column. This is helpful in finding switches that aren't working properly or finding stuck switches that are on constantly when they're not supposed to be. So any of the ones that are currently lit up bright green, it's in this case it's a drop target that's down, and all the balls in the through are highlighted bright green currently. So you can back out of that with the green button and move on to coils. In order to test any of the coils, you have to pull out the white interlock switch, which is located just inside the coin door to the bottom left. You have to pull out on that switch to activate 48 volts going to your coils. Otherwise, none of these will fire. So now, once that's pulled out, you can push the black enter button to fire a coil. And you can move down through the column using your red navigation buttons. Let's enter into the LED tests. From here you can test all of the lights at once that go through the different colors, or you can test individual lights and check their function. The next is sound and display. This is going to test your screen and your speakers. Now we'll back out of that and we'll go into the settings from the home screen. Into settings, this is where you can change your coil settings for any of your coils. So the value on the right is the coil power setting. So any of the factory coil settings are always highlighted in bright green. If you change any of them up or down, it's going to change it to white, indicating that it has been changed from the factory. Get back out of that and go into game features. Game features give you the ability to change the difficulty for individual features throughout the game. This makes it easier or harder for different aspects. So you can play around with those and make them customized to whatever to your liking. The next section is pricing. This is more for operators, what you want to change for your currency or for location. The thing that's important for homeowners is changing this to free play versus coin play. So you can enter into this and change it so you don't have to put any money into your game. The next area is replay. This is again for operators to select what replay scores and what they get for the different replay values. Into sound, you can change the effects, sounds, the music, the speech, and the initial volume up or down. And then standard settings. This is important in that these are all features that don't have to do necessarily with the features of the rules of the game. So one that I get asked the most about is if I install a mechanical knocker, how do I make it work? So I have it plugged in. This is where you have to go in order to change that. So initially it's going to come with just an audio, but you need to go in and change this to mechanical in order for that to work. There's also a usage in this particular game where you can change that to low, medium, and high. And this is also where you would select if you match on the end of a game. This is where you select it so it's credit, and then the knocker will knock for that. This is also the match percentage has to do with that as well. So if you want it to knock more often, then that's part of it. Next feature is presets. So instead of going into the feature settings and individually selecting all of the different difficulties for the different features, we have presets installed where all you have to do is just go in to any one of these and select which one you want depending on your skill level. Next area is statistics. This is more for operators, showing your earnings and a lot of the features that have been activated during gameplay. Then the last area is utilities. This is an area where you can use it to you can clear the balls from the through to collect all of them if you are moving the game or need to get them out of the game. It's also to clear the high score to date, set the date and time for the computer, back up and restore settings. So those are all of your utilities. So that's the basics of the American Pinball service system. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at the email and phone number listed at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching.